evening, good day, and good night. Welcome to Positive Rate. We are, where are we? Indonesia, I think, still just. And we're crossing over to Papua New Guinea to fly into Mt Hagen. Sounds like an interesting place, doesn't it? I'm your host, Willie Canuck, today. I hope you're doing well. Big shout out to Johnny Mon and Nighthawk, who are on the tarmac today. Big welcome to both of you. What a shame. Nighthawk's flying the RJ100 ER, but delivery's not showing up for a Positive Rate. Well, we're definitely probably flying the CRJ on the next, well, not the next flight, but the flight after. So hopefully we'll be able to see that Positive Rate livery. It is brand new. It's available if you have the CRJ series. You can collect that free from our flight, not our flight, but our Positive Rate liveries in our Discord. Nighthawk, maybe you could pop that Discord link into the chat for us there. Feel free to join us and go and collect the free livery for the 700 ER. It's really cool. Johnny's flying the CISA Citation, which is also a brilliant airplane. One of the things that makes the Cessna Citation CJ4 so great is that working title, which initially started out as a modding group, now are incorporated into Asobo and have done a lot of the avionics for these airplanes, including the TBM, I believe. So you can count on an excellent experience for a stock aircraft. It's pretty good. Anyway, we'll be doing coffee at some point. Johnny has already jumped out for coffee, I think. Oh no, Nighthawk's jumped out for coffee. That's fine. Not a problem. I'll bring the sim noises up a bit too, just so we can hear everything moving and buzzing and all that kind of stuff. We, of course, are in the Just Flight RJ100, which is a brilliant airplane. Don't have a livery for this yet. I'll need to speak to Flight Designs and see if there's any opportunity for us there. But hey ho, at least we're all together. We're flying. It's Saturday. Happy days, and I got a bank holiday holiday off on Monday as well. So long weekend. Woohoo! Very happy. But for everybody that's joined us today, a big hello to you, and come fly with us if you're watching and you want to have a little bit of fun. Okay, we'll jump into this aircraft anyway. So we've got ground air on. You'll see from the outside there's a ground air unit. That is because it's warm. So that ground air is just keeping the temperature in the cabin around a nice 22 degrees. Otherwise, I'd be probably shooting right through the 30s, I think. Looking at the METAR for today, actually, we're taking off against the trees. It's not ideal. I'd rather take off into the sea because there's nothing to hit. But it's a comfortable 25 degrees today as well, so that's not too bad. But the winds are just pushing about 8 knots in the wrong direction, so I don't really want to chance it. However, what we can do is, because this airplane is so freaking great at short takeoffs, we can extend those flaps right out to 30 degrees, and that will give us our VR. So if we click on that there, we're sitting at about 46 tons. That's going to give us automatically set our INS, and everything else is pretty much set and ready to go. So what we'll do at this point is we're going to get that APU started, and we need one inner pump on, and we'll get the beacon on as well, actually. Much. Is that APU actually starting? Yep, it is going up. Yep, there we go. Oh, now we can hear it. Very quiet, isn't it? Turn the noises up a bit. Okay, APU power is available, so we'll bring that in down here. And we can bring off the external AC power at this point. Bring on DC power. All of our hydraulics are doing okay there, so that's not a problem. Make sure that P2 is on. Yes, it is. Anything else we need to do at this point? Well, we can bring the AP packs on, and we can get rid of that power or that ground unit, that air unit. So let's go and do that. And we should see quite shortly that ground unit should disappear. Unless that's the AC unit, I'm not sure. It's probably the ground unit, isn't it? So we can get rid of that ground power anyway. I think that might have been the ground unit. Come on. There you go. That's the way now. AP is running. That's providing air conditioning to everybody in the cabin, which is good. At this point, we'll put on our merchant flight deck lights and arm the seat belts. Get everybody ready to go. And what else are we going? Flight directors can come on at this point. This is purely an RNAV flight as well, so there's no ILS to contend with today. I think we're at 27,000 feet today, so I think we'll do an initial 10,000 feet anyway. Let's say 10,500. And we're just going to roll straight out, so I think at this point we'll make sure the brakes are on. Which they were. Take those chocks away, and we'll get ready to start up. Easiest position to do this is from the first pilot side, so let's get the start master on. Sorry, switch to engine 4. Up we go. Waiting for that to hit N2 to hit 10%. You never guess you're in the great positive. I know, it's such a shame. I was hoping to see it. 10% is shown. Notch that engine into start position, and we should now see that coming into life. And once the ignition sequence completes, we can go right on to engine 3. It doesn't take long to start this airplane up, even though it's only 4 engines. Very, very efficient starting plane. You should start to hear those engine spooling. Oh, sorry, we need fuel. That's going to stop things. There we go. Now we're talking. Bring down that music a little bit. Here we go. Engine 3. Let's go. Wait for 10% N2. Up there. Start position. See the heat already starting to come out those engines. It's really cool. Wait for ignition to finish. It has. Engine 2. Wait for 10% N2. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know why, because I have actually loaded delivery, CRG livery in FS24 as well, so I don't know why it's not showing up. It just doesn't want to seem to play ball today, unfortunately. It always shows up, I notice, if I'm in the correct livery, usually. So, I don't know. Multiplayer model matching, not a strength for Microsoft Flight Simulator, is it? Never really has been. Wait for that ignition sequence to finish for our final startup on engine 1. Which is there. We can actually come from this side now and we'll start. 10% R2. Just about there. Oop. I want to mess with that. Start position. Oh, I see someone standing there. Who's that? Oh, it's Johnny. Johnny's standing right beside my engine. But his plane's moving. Is his plane taking off without him? I don't know. That seems like a really weird glitch. That's funny. It's possibly because that's where he entered the airplane, so his avatar's been left on the... where he last went into the airplane. That's funny. I've never noticed that before. That's a weird bug. Okay, we've got all engines running. We can turn off the start master now and bring on generators 1 and 4. Power the galley. Nothing we need to do on the pack side at the moment. Engine pumps can now come on. See, that is now pressured. And at this point we will turn on our taxi lights. They are. Brakes can come off. And we can start rolling out. Here we go. One of the things I do love about the RJ is the engines are so responsive. It's just a slight touch of the throttle and they really, really speak to you. It's just a lovely airplane to taxi and to fly for that reason. So I think normally we would wait for everyone to clear the runway, but I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to invite everyone to... Well, no, let's do this properly. So Johnny's first on the runway. Actually, Nighthawk, do you want to take off before me? I might take up a parking position here then, if that's the case. Because you guys are usually behind me on the GA flights. I'd like to see you guys take off from time to time. So I'm gonna park here. And we'll jump in the drone camera just to get Johnny's takeoff. There he is lining up. Nighthawk is rolling now. Nighthawk will have to stop at the runway threshold marker before Johnny clears, but he's on the way. Goes that CJ4? It's like a little rocket. Oh, not even needing 2/3 of the runway to get airborne there. We will need considerably more than that. Brilliant. Nighthawk, you're clear to line. Why not? And while Nighthawk is doing that, I will get positioned in front of the runway. park there. Back in the drone camera. Let's see, Nighthawk's just about to line up. Oh, Dark Fury, how you doing? The man behind Flight Designs himself. How the heck are you, sir? So great to see you. We're just saying I'm not flying the CRG. I'm flying the RJ today, but Nighthawk's flying the CRG livery and it's not appearing for some reason. So I'm gonna in a couple of flights I'm gonna fly the CRG so we can actually see the livery because it's absolutely beautiful livery. If you have the CRG, please do go and get it from our liveries folder in Discord. But really great to see you, Dark. Oh, okay, there he goes, Nighthawk. See how much runway he needs this time. Busy with work, kids? Yeah, I know, same, absolutely the same. Beautiful rotation there. And off he goes. Okay, it is our turn. So first thing we're going to do is extend these flaps. We need 30 degrees rotation here, so we're gonna do that now. And you'll see how much deflection I'm talking about, but this is what's going to give us our short field takeoff performance. Beautiful detailing on this airplane as well. So we're looking for that to roll to 30. It's looking good. The landing lights now. Everything else looks okay. Just let the cabin know we're ready to go. Oh, that's emergency call. Cabin call, I should do.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
There we go. That sounds really good. Auto throttle can come on now. We do have a FADEC on this airplane, which is helpful.
Cabin is secured for departure.
Thank you very much. And we need strobe lights as well. Where's that? That is there. Not that you can really see them in the daytime, unfortunately. Oh. Tail strike. Hey, there's a good idea. Yeah, I don't have one for that. Yeah, the kids and work thing definitely resonates with me as well. It's pretty intense these days. I do have a warning there. What's that for? Ice protection. Oh yeah. There we go. That should clear that error. Yes, it does. Can't imagine living in these houses right for the runway. Wow. Okay. You can see there's a bit of a dip in this runway as well, which is modeled really well in 2024. Runways are never flat. Well, some are, but not usually. And that's just like real life. You can really see it when you look at runways up close in real life. Okay, 50% power. Togo.
Check thrust. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. $80 knots. Go. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up selected.
Look at that. Well, there's a departure you don't see very often. Absolutely spectacular. Okay, let's get some autopilot action here. When we reach autopilot, we're going to do level change. Let's increase our speed to 210 initially.
Speed checked. Flaps 24.
Oh, we still got a red light there. That's
1,000.
high performance climb. Flaps 20.
Speed checked. Flaps 18.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Waiting for a speed check. Okay, that's speed check there. That should put everything away. Airplane should start ascending now as well. Alright. Yes, I know, very conscious of the fact there's train ahead. Let's do heading mode here, so we want to come around, actually, first of all, lights, driver. Until we clear about 5,000, then we'll increase to 250. Look at that. That's really something. Beautiful. Okay, we'll take it up to 250. We never gave Dark Fury a hello, did we? Okay, this one's for you, Dark.
Hello!
There's Johnny Nighthawk well ahead of me at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew have been released to begin their service, but please note that seatbelt signs are still on.
They are indeed. Okay, at this point I'm pretty comfortable with where we are, so we'll take our cruise altitude up to 270. And at this point we can take off the APU as well. So we will disengage. Engines can supply the air, and that APU can stop. And up we go. Probably do a coffee run in a sec, guys. Checking some things there. All right, hitting the loud side there. All right, guys, I will let that continue to climb, and actually we're over, so we can take that up to 280 now. Put Snoopy in the doghouse while we're at it. Weather radar should be on there as well. Perfect, on course. Take that to standard pressure. Beautiful, look at that. Oh my god. Isn't that beautiful? That's lovely. Looks so peaceful, doesn't it? Okay, guys, let's go get some coffee, eh? See you in a bit. Right back with you guys. Just having a couple sips of my coffee before we do anything. Look at the scenery. This is amazing. Still climbing. These are pretty tall, pretty high up. Still see Mt Hagen ADD-ONs just up in the distance there. That top climb keeps getting further and further away. Our climb performance is really crap. Huh. Maybe because we're heavy. I thought it'd be a little bit better than that, but there you go. Probably one of the big reasons these planes were retired. They're very, very versatile. Notably, it was the first ever passenger jet that was able to land in London City Airport, which, if anybody's familiar with it, it's quite a short runway. However, technology's moved on. I think with the advent of high bypass turbofans and new single aisle airplanes are basically able to accomplish very similar feats with the shorter runways, and they're quicker. So typical speed for the RJ is 0.7 Mach. By today's standards, that's a little bit on the slow side, so a lot of them have been retired. There's still the odd few flying around. I don't know if we're getting a little bit of turbulence here. Probably take the seatbelts off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelts on. You are free to move about the cabin.
That's a bit more like it. Don't know if it was winds causing havoc there or... Seems to be up and down a bit, doesn't it? Apart from that, everything seems to be looking okay. Landing lights are on. Put on a little bit of lighting here. It's a little bit dark. Just to brighten that up a little. Lots of switches and gauges on this plane there. That's a little bit better. No weather. So we do have music cruise today as well. Actually, while I'm waiting on us getting there, I'll get that set up. Guns are getting further and further away, but they are quicker than me. So I don't want to sacrifice time for altitude, so we'll just take it up to Mach 7. One thing I did notice is, oh, it's working now. Never did go through the route today. So yeah, it's a very interesting route. So we've just taken off from Nabire. We've got to go all the way out to the coast. I don't know if this is because of mountains or something else, but yeah, it's quite a detour. Up to Julia Papa Alpha, and then we cut across, and eventually down. We'll be using the into Mt Hagen. We'll be using the RNAV-A approach for runway. It was runway 08. I don't know if we've got that here yet. Yeah, there we go. So coming in, intersecting on Yankee Mike Hotel Echo Alpha. And then it looks like there's a lot of terrain through here, so that's gonna be interesting. And this could be a very, very, very picturesque approach. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was ready for this. Should be good though. That can't be runway 8. How's that runway 8? That's impossible. Possibly because I probably shouldn't have used that. Okay, looks like, guys, it looks like we're not going to be flying runway 8. We will be landing runway 30. I don't know if that's even possible. I've screwed up a bit on the RNAV approach. Oh no, I don't want that. Probably wanted to come in on oh, it's just as well we weren't landing runway 8. I think that would have been a bit of a nightmare. Okay, runway 30 is what we want. So we'll change that in our arrival. Okay. The question is, I think we'll use the BUNKU approach, but what we'll do is we'll intersect at Esnon. Hopefully we can do that. So just get rid of BUNKU's the waypoints, and it's runway. That sounds like we're at cruise. I feel generally confused today. I don't know why. This is not giving me what I want. I think we're gonna have to wing it. Okay. I think we stick with our original plan. So I think we're just going to take the RNAV into runway As though we were landing at runway, what was it? Sorry. As though we were landing at runway 26. Which technically, I mean, it's a bit on the short side, but I prefer to do runway 30. So, let's go back into the cockpit and see how we can sort that out. Okay, that's a cruise altitude. We'll do use a cruise in a sec, so let's just see if we can figure this out here now. So I want to put that into plan mode. Legs. What's that going to do for us here? We probably want to take out. So if we go S9 to there. Our step, DOTUB, ATGAP, S9, right. Can't quite read that. HAB, HMM, August is probably what we want. Let's go back. That there. That's not yet. Now they're causing the problem. Or is it? What a muddle. Oh, it's probably the would that be Delta that's causing that? Happy days. Yeah, HBAB, HF, HMAP, August. Let's take dates. Oh, because our rival runway's wrong, that's why. Oh no, wait a minute. What runway did I say we wanted? That's where the airport is. That's weird. Okay. I am very confused. Very confused. Okay, I don't think we need the rest of that stuff, that's why. You only need up to HB. this stuff we don't need. Don't need that. I think that's all after the fact, isn't it? So. Yeah, it's a bit more like it. So once we get there, hopefully we'll be doing a visual anyway. And then look, that gives us a landing profile as well, more or less. So. Okay, let's go with that. Oh, sorry about that. That's probably it wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, was it? Okay. Bring the music down and we'll do some news, guys. Let's break up the monotony a bit, shall we? Here comes the news. Right. So news today. Sorry. Starting with scenery, UK 2000 has released Norwich Airport. That's not a place I've actually been to before, but there's a nice little video here. And it looks pretty good. Lots of nice little details there. Has anybody ever flown from Norwich? I'm not familiar with it. I've never been there. Obviously a Ryanair destination. No, oh, we got Frontier as well. That's interesting. So probably some sun routes from that, I would imagine. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. So if you're in Norwich area or you just want to expand your British airport portfolio, that's probably a good one to look at, and it's compatible with both. Builds. Now this is going to be a big one. Here's a new look at their London Gatwick scenery for Flight Simulator. And that's looking really detailed, very detailed, right down to, I presume that the Terminal AB shuttle also works, so that'll be quite interesting. But yeah, it's absolutely, I've been to Gatwick a lot, and I'm telling you, this looks absolutely spot on. Really, really cool. So let me check that out. That's cool. And FS Traffic updated after nearly 2 years. If you're an FS Traffic user, they've done a major update, and they're also looking to add 2024 support very soon. So that's probably really big news. Now, I don't know if this looks any much different. I don't use Traffic myself, but it looks pretty slick. So that might be something of interest to you. Of course, the big news this week, PMDG has dropped the 777-200ER for Microsoft 2022 and 2024. It's a big update, now fully compatible in the new sim. And there's been a lot of content creators, high-profile content creators showing this off on YouTube. It looks absolutely splendid. If you're a long-haul flyer and you want something, you want basically one of the best high-fidelity long haulers you can get, it's here. Go get it. Don't wait. A lot of different price points in there as well. But the 200ER, which is probably one of the most popular ones amongst airlines for its range, is now available for you at the PMDG store, and I think it is available in the marketplace as well. So go check that out. Some Nantic, who we've not heard from for a long time. The Airbus 220. Everybody's been waiting with bated breath on when this has been coming to fruition. Now, they initially were teamed up with the community from Fly-by-Wire, but that has seemed to have completely disappeared off a cliff. So they have teamed up with Builds. Now, I've got mixed feelings about that, but I do wish them all the best. If it's decent, this is likely a day one purchase for me. And just to show you, how it's looking, it's a fantastic airplane. This airplane is done extremely well. It is to date the most fuel efficient and range efficient single aisle airliner in service. Nothing touches it. It uses the Pratt & Whitney 1000 gear turbofan engines. There has been a lot of problems with those engines, to be fair, which is a shame because it's not really Bombardier's fault. But it's, I mean, look at that. It's just looking swell. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's got a brilliant range as well. I think about 3,400 nautical miles. I mean, it matches the 737 MAX, and it does it on less fuel, which is pretty extraordinary, actually. The systems are looking really good too here. So this is a very modern cockpit. It was built bespoke for the Airbus T20. It's got all the bells and whistles you can imagine, which is very uncommon to see in a single aisle plane. I think probably the only plane that does actually have that level of avionics nowadays would be the MAX. So yeah, it's just everything about it is absolutely splendid. And of course it's Canadian built, or at least it was originally. Some of them are still Canadian built, so we're quite proud. A Canadian designed airplane. It builds Spartan 7 Whiskey Executive. This is a heritage plane. It's very pretty. Tail dragger as well, the dreaded tail draggers. But yeah, if you're a fan of Inabuild's GA, that's probably one for you. The Horizon Simulations mod for the 787-9 is now ready to go for Microsoft 2024. They have updated to version 1.22, and it does all sorts of things, which is, I think, the main thing is an improvement to the avionics. But this is probably of great excitement to anybody who's a fan of Horizon builds. So, but you must have the 787-10 and the 787. You have to have the 787-10 default. That's what it is. So they're putting in a 900, but it's all completely dependent on the avionics and systems that are found in the default 787-10. So you will need to upgrade to the deluxe package. Now, I had heard a rumor that Microsoft was going to start offering individual airplanes for us bottom tier guys. But when I searched on it in the marketplace, it just wants me to upgrade to a bigger version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. No, not doing that. I don't think your planes are good enough for me to justify doing that. So, the other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is, so the marketplace seems to really favor streaming as opposed to being able to download your airplanes. So this is another thing that's really bugging me. I'm really reticent of buying anything from the marketplace at the moment, but there you go, that's me. iFly, of course, now this is a plane, this is a company we can get on board with. iFly has showing shots for their 2024 MAX 8. It has made massive waves in the 2020 world, and now this is this brilliant airplane is going to be coming to 2024. Anybody who's flown it, I've not personally flown it, but anyone who's flown it says this thing is equal, if not possibly slightly better than the PMDG 737. I know that's a big claim. I was quite surprised to hear it myself. Proof will be in the pudding, but needless to say, if you like the MAX, which gives you your modern avionics in the 737 airframe, I think you could probably say this will be a fantastic purchase. It's not cheap, but it's definitely money well spent. And anybody who I've talked to said these guys have really done a fantastic job with the MAX. So now you get a chance to fly the MAX without crashing it, unlike some real world airlines, but there you go. Anyway, lastly, 2025 Expo, very contentious. A lot of people are not sure if they're going, if they're outside the US, but they're going to have a Super Patriot aircraft on the exhibition floor. I don't know if they're talking about the actual plane, but yeah, there's quite a bit coming there. I don't know if this actually says anything about the... if you can get there, it will be fantastic. The problem I've got is I just don't want to get into any funny business with American immigration, and a lot of normal people with absolutely nothing to hide, nothing to worry about are showing up to American airports, and they're getting detained, they're getting questioned, they're getting all their baggage searched and all sorts of things, social media checked. It's not for me, unfortunately. I don't know how this is going to impact the expo, but I'll tell you what. And the other thing, the pricing. There's a lot of exhibitors that are going to be there. Wing, watch this space. Guys, I mean, it's not going to be a great show for so many reasons, and it deserves to be a great show. It absolutely deserves to be a great show. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of bad news for a lot of people once they see the price points, the new price points that are going to be coming into effect. We all know the reason why. And we know why people are not going to be showing up internationally to visit. We know why prices are going to be going through the roof for a lot of these products. I think this is going to be a very dark cloud expo for us, unfortunately. And I would love to see a big expo in Europe. And if Just Flight, if you're watching, please bring back the British Expo. I think we really need it now. Really need something. Anyway, that's the news for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll get back to our flight once I can figure out how to transition out. Anyway, here we go. Okay, where we go? So we're at 27,000 anyway. That's good. Right, gotta get this out of plan mode. Where's our so after ATGAP will be our descent to Esnan. We're gonna have to watch these altitudes very carefully as well. So we got Cabo 1013. I presume that's taking account of things. Watch for mountains. That's what I think is the rule of the day today. Train display. Oh, there we go. Better have that on today as well. Alright, so we'll get that out of plan mode. There's JPA. That's when we start turning down towards the airport. Johnny and Nighthawk are just a fading memory up in front of me. Hope you guys get some nice screenshots as you're coming into Mt Hagen there. Right, guys, I'm just going to pop down to the facilities. I'll be right back. Give me a second. sorry about that. Oh, Johnny, what a shame. But just out of the blue, just did it freeze first, or did it just crash the desktop? I've been pretty lucky with that so far. I've not really had any, touch wood, any crashes at all with 2024 in a while. I did do a bit of a cleanup on my settings and other things, and I seem to have found the sweet spot. It always takes a long time to find that sweet spot with a sim for your system, because I don't have a lot to play with. I mean, my system's not bad. It was mid-range at the time when I got it. It's probably now kind of low range, I would argue, but I still get really great performance out of it. Just completely crashed. All right. Well, hopefully Sim Update 2 is not too far around the corner. It looked like it was getting pretty close, and then they put out a final build, which just seemed to bork the sim for quite a few people. So they've kind of had to take it back to not quite back to the drawing board, but obviously whatever they've implemented is upset the apple cart. So they've had to unfortunately delay again. But I'd rather they sort the problems out. I don't want them to rush out the update. Let's get it right, guys. And I appreciate that Asobo's taking so much time to really do it right, because I know that even to this day, I think they still apologize for the horrible launch that they had with 2024. And I guess, in hindsight, you're on Xbox, yeah. In hindsight, 2024 is not just a straight iteration on 2020. It is, in a lot of ways, it's been completely rewritten, especially to take advantage of multi-threading support on CPUs, which is fantastic. What a difference that's going to make. So it's not main thread limited. That's what a lot of content creators are saying now. So that means guys like me, who don't have like the top spec graphics cards, don't have 64 gigs of RAM, don't necessarily have the fastest internet connections on the planet. But guys like me are going to benefit, because the one thing I do have is a decent CPU which can with 6 cores, 12 threads. So if the sim can utilize more of those threads to kind of do a lot more stuff in the background, that's excellent news. As it is right now, I'm pushing about 39 frames per second, which is wonderful. Really wonderful, actually. And I cannot recommend enough, guys, if you've not got this. Of course, Johnny, I appreciate for Xbox you can't get this, but anybody on PC, this auto FPS is absolutely must have. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. I'd be lost without it. Don't use the built-in frame limiter in the sim. Don't use frame generation. Pointless. Get this. It's free. Auto FPS by Reset XPDDR. It's really, really good. There's an auto update in there as well. They do put out new builds. It runs everything perfectly, honestly. Really, really good. Highly recommended. Okay, where are we? Oop. Starting to see a bit of civilization down there. So we are now into Papua New Guinea. Sorry, I missed the... Although you were saying you're having some huge issues getting logged on to it yesterday, were you? Okay. What's your internet connection like, Johnny? Is it pretty strong? I can't remember if we get a top of descent indicator on this or not. ATGAP though, that's probably where we're going to start to send them. So I think what we'll do is we'll just target 14,000 once we get to ATGAP. Still a ways off yet though. Man, this around the world stuff takes a lot of time, doesn't it? I'll tell you what we could do. If Nighthawk, if you're still flying, you want to get some screenshots popped in, we can take a look at those. Didn't see there was already a screenshot in here today, just so you can see this livery. Yeah, here's Nighthawk's already done. So this is the livery. It is stunning. I absolutely love it. And if you look very close, you'll see an old friend. This was on our first ever livery for the Piper Aero Turbo. This is the Scott Leaf. This is something that I designed myself, actually, and it incorporates my Canadian and Scottish heritage. And because it's a Canadian plane, and because Positive Raid is broadcast from Scotland, I thought, hey, I asked Flight Design and said, do you think we could get that snuck in there somewhere? He's done a brilliant job. He's put it right under the Bombardier tag. I think that it just works so well. And yeah, there's me standing. Oh, you got a picture of me, did you? That's my avatar, guys. That's what I look like. Looks exactly like me, right? You can't add beards, though, I noticed. That's the only problem. I think there's another... Is there another image there? Yeah. There you go. That's just a... Look at that. It is beautiful. Huge thank you to Dark Fury and Flight Design for this. Yet another fantastic livery. I really like the shading on the PR as well. It's so subtle. This is the way to go in the future. I love that tail. Really, really nice. Yeah, we were so fortunate to have such a great livery team. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just pumped. We'll take a look at that. There it is in flight, looking beautiful. Beautiful angles. You really get the idea of the scenery down there as well. Look at that. What a shame I can't see it in the sim, but we will. 2 streams away, I'll be flying the CRJ with the Positive Rate livery, so you'll get to see it. Stunning screenshots. Look at that. I like this one too. That's a good profile. Love that. We'll definitely be popping these into the gallery as well. Don't forget, if you take screenshots, guys, and you can send them, put them into the livery. I'm sorry, the screenshots channel on our Discord server. I will routinely drop these into the gallery. So when we're doing starting the stream, there's the little screenshot TV in the corner about where I am right now, and we try to put everybody in there as much as we can. So if you have some nice screenshots, don't be afraid to drop them in, and we'll get them added. Thank you very much, Nighthawk. I really appreciate you spending some time to take some beautiful screenshots there. That's helpful. All right. Does this give us a time estimate? I never remember. Oh, data. That's what it is. 0048. We're at 2350. Obviously, I've changed the time here. Oh, wow. So we're an hour, 50 minutes away from our top of the sun. Okay. I wonder if we can spike this up a bit. How high can we take it? Mach 7.4 would be a pretty good. if we're gonna make a dramatic difference on our times here, but 1 minute. There we go. We've saved a minute. It only cost us about a ton of fuel, probably. I don't know. No, it's not going to be able to push 7.4, so we'll just say stay on 7.2. I'll do. Okay. Oh, we're down another minute. Hey, minutes count. Minutes count, guys. Right, I just need to change something under my desk, but I'll keep talking to you. Oh, there's a plane behind me. Is that Stu? Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh well. Oh, there's Nighthawk up there, I can see him. Hopefully that kind of fixes the problem. It does make me wonder if this is a normal flight actually that we've just taken. It's such a beautiful regional trip. Did I actually let you? Oh no. Doesn't look very volcanic though. It looks just more kind of regular terrain, I guess. Pretty cool. Forever searching for a better moving map on this, because I can't. I've got once the black square turbine Duke or the turbo arrow come over, I will swap my PWS license over, or PMS license over to 2024, but unfortunately you can't support 2 sims at the same time right now on 1 license. So so I'm kind of stuck at the moment. Plus, it's a pain to set up as well. So you don't want to flip it back and forth because you have to put all the license information again. You have to put in like your METAR key and all that kind of stuff. And it's not. It doesn't take it takes a bit of time. Oh, I see Nighthawk again. He must have slowed down. How you finding the CRJ Nighthawk? Did you always have that, or did you just recently buy that? We're getting there, getting closer. Let's say now. 43 minutes past the hour, so about just 40 minutes to our descent. Nighthawk says, I've had the CRG for a long time. Alright. V2 is much better. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely an improvement. Yeah, it just seems to, everything seems to work just a little bit better. I mean, it's, grand scheme of things, it's not the best add-on in Flight Sim, but it's the only CRJ, and it's pretty good. I do enjoy flying it. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be the best. It's like the ATR. I mean, it's, if I rank it out of 10, you know, where 10 is like the best add-on I've ever used, whereas 1 is the crappiest, I'd probably put the ATI around at maybe a 5.5. But the key thing is I enjoy flying it. So there's a lot of things I'd like to see improved on it. But grand scheme of things, it seems alright. Although I did try it in 2024, and man, I can't, it just doesn't move. I don't know if it's a bug, but yeah, it's obviously like a compatibility patch, but it doesn't seem to be working right. Which is a bit annoying. Because we don't have any regional turboprops airliners. We don't have anything like that in 2024, and the only thing we have in 2020 is the ATR. There's nobody's ever attempted to do a high fidelity Dash 8, which is a real shame. So I'd love to see any company pull off a pretty good Dash 8 for 2024. That would get flown a lot, definitely. There's another big CRJ update coming. Oh, is there? Do you know any details about it? That'd be good. I wonder what they're going to change. Or is it... Could be like a flight dynamics update or something like that. Yeah, that'd be good. I want to see them to continue to improve it. I mean, Aerosoft has taken a lot of bad press over it, and you know, a lot of ways it's been deserved, and they've lost some pretty key personnel as well. But the one hit they did have was that CRJ. Yeah, it could have been improved. They have improved it to some extent. but I'd like them to make it absolutely spot on, because I think it's the biggest seller they've got, and I know that a lot of people will buy it in 2024 if content creators are trying it out and saying, yeah, you know what, this is actually really good now. It's well worth it if you want a nicely modeled regional single aisle, which the CRJ, you know, has such a massive presence, or had. I think there's still a few of them flying around the world. They are starting to diminish. But yeah, if content creators are saying it's good, then there's nothing stopping people from picking it up. We don't want to see studios fail, right? We want more studios. We want a choice of great products, which are diverse across different aircraft and scenery and things like that. So, yeah, I hope they continue to update it. I'll be keen to see what this new update will do as well. Just once this airplane banks, I know that we're kind of on the final stretch to the top of the sound. Oh wow. You see, I'm just looking at auto FPS. Based on my current performance, it's actually pumped up the level of detail to 300. I didn't even think that was possible. That's awesome. It's mostly technical? Okay, no details yet. Yorsim CFI. Oh, I've seen him, yeah. He's a CRJ pilot. He works with Aerosoft. Oh, he's working with Aerosoft, is he? Oh. Yeah, I have seen him. He's really good. I couldn't quite figure out if he's Canadian or American. But yeah, I do like his videos. I have actually watched a couple of them. I mean, generally, I'm pretty comfortable in the CRJ. I was reasonably proficient years ago, and then 2020 kind of got me back in after about an 8-year break, and I had to kind of relearn a lot of stuff again. But certainly since becoming a content creator and doing a lot more flying across a great variety of aircraft, so I mean, there's a lot of content creators who do a lot of flying. There's a shorter list of content creators that actually fly a variety of airplanes, right? So while I'm not going to pretend to be like the best A320 simmer or the best 737 simmer or even the best CRJ simmer, one thing I will say is, okay, but I do fly them reasonably well, and I know all of those airframes. Versus some content creators that tend to focus on either one or possibly two aircraft. So but you do what you want, right? Like you focus on what you want, and every content creator is aiming for a different objective. Some of them just want to show proficient flying, by the book with checklists, all that kind of stuff, and there's a big audience for that. People like to see that kind of stuff. Other content creators, like my good mate Oz Flight Simmer, he likes to fly a variety of stuff. He doesn't really care about checklists. He just wants to get out in the wild, fly around, and community members can join him on the server, the public servers, and he's happy with that. And I'm kind of that ilk. I'm not. I've had people ask me, "Oh, you should go on VATSIM. You should do this and you should do that." And yeah, I might do it at one point, but I'm just not really driven to do that because then it becomes very more procedural. And I think it becomes less about me just talking and having fun and seeing you guys and flying with you guys. It's and of course, if you're on Xbox, we got people to join us on Xbox. I mean, they're stuck. They can't fly in VATSIM, right? So I don't want to automatically exclude people just for that reason. But good time to say a big shout out to Just Flight. They are the studio that create this incredible add-on, the RJ100. The package includes the RJ100, the RJ85, and I think there's another RJ in there as well. Absolutely brilliant airplanes. It's a bit more on the manual side than some of the modern stuff, but it's well worth the price tag. Well worth the price tag. Okay, looks like we're coming up to our final turn en route to Mt Hagen. Always like to look out the side when you get these beautiful bank shots. Well, do me a favor, guys, if you're watching, do hit that like for me. And if you're just watching in the background, please hit subscribe if you haven't. It's all appreciated. Excuse me. Got shopping to do after this. Or as Trump would say, I need to go to a place and get a bag, a grocery bag, and put things in it, many things in the bag, which will be groceries, things that you eat, because all groceries are things that you eat. Say no more. Anyway, we don't have Mr. and Mrs. Tippy today. I just suddenly realized they're a miss. Must be out doing something. Nighthawk, good question for you. What was your feelings on the Canadian election? Was that a good thing, a bad thing? I didn't vote because I even though I could have voted, I don't think it's fair that I should vote if I'm not resident in Canada. The one thing I do think is better about the Canadian system and the British system, for that matter, is that it's not like an all or nothing type of thing, you know? It's still can get a balance in government. Which forces the winners to work with the opposition parties, and I think that's a positive thing, because it makes them focus on collecting the priorities together. It doesn't always work, I know that, but in principle it should. Nobody deserved a majority? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it worked out well. Yeah, I agree. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, the King's coming over. Yeah, I forgot that. I know Carney is he's got a lot of international trips planned over the next few weeks, so I think he's going to Australia and New Zealand. I don't know if he's going to China, but I think he might be meeting President Xi like in a neutral location somewhere. I think he's going to Japan. I don't know if he's going to India. He's then definitely going to Europe and UK. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how things evolve. The good thing about Carney is he already knows a lot of these international players. He's already got relationships with them when he was governor of the Bank of England. So yeah, I mean, if all the people you could put at the head of the country to go out and try and get us some better relationships, better trade deals, he's definitely the man. Definitely man. I'm cautiously optimistic. You never know how these things are going to pan out, but I don't think there's anyone better. Not Canadian that we could put forward to try and redefine our destiny, shall we say. So yeah, more power to him. I hope he gets a lot of support from all the Parliament. I mean, they'll disagree on a lot of policies, and that's fair enough. That's their right to do so. But nobody's going to disagree on the importance of Canada now getting out into the world and really trying to bolster up new relationships for the country. And if anybody's against that, then you're just bonkers. Oh, Nighthawk's down there. Guess we haven't turned yet, have we? Well, we're just about to. That's why. I mean, I've got a friend that I keep in touch with, and he's totally on board with conservatives, and he was devastated, absolutely devastated. I said, look, you guys still got a lot of seats, you know. It's not exactly a walkover. And he's like, yeah, I guess, you know. He says you're just a liberal sucker, you know. He's saying it jokingly. I'm like, I was just laughing. I said, yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I probably gave away my preference there. Okay. Let's think about attention crew will be starting our top of descent shortly. $80 miles top of descent. Look at that coastline though, isn't that lovely? Okay. So our battle plan is cross your fingers and pray. No, it's we're going to fly the approach as best we can. Once we get visual of the airport, we'll see if we can swing around, but we're just going to have to be mindful of any surrounding terrain. Which, looking at the airport, just want to get some. Why do I have the wrong airport here? Oh. This might be interesting. Could all go horribly wrong. It's only 6 knots, not bad. Oh, that wind's changed a lot. Okay. You're landing in runway 12? Yeah. Look, I don't even know how this works. It's almost like you have to fly around it. I don't know. I mean, I'll try runway 12 as well. Heck, whatever. What is the runway 12 is 116. All right. Just put that in the course for reference so don't forget. I mean, it's clear day, so we can do visual. Any VRRs to speak of here? Didn't know. 1020. Oh well, see how it works. Hey, you started your descent yet? Nighthawk. Yep. Okay. Good luck. Even for runway 12, it's still sending you in from the east. Huh. Maybe that's the only safe way to get in. Okay. What is that saying? Yeah, see, I've got MEB. Let's just go RNF 12. Okay, let's try that. Just gonna horribly screw up everything again. What have I done? Oh no. Okay. Gotta clean all this up now. Alright, divided that in, so I need to bring it up to there. difference. What is it? MEA. So I want that to be the next one from ATGAP. Running out of time here, Willie. Yes, that's next from ATGAP. Okay. Right. For you. Come here. Execute. That's looking better. Okay. Let's see what that looks like then. Okay, that's just recovery stuff. That's fine. Okay, I think we're okay. Bill. Right, is that recalibrated? So that's 12,000. Right, okay. Okay. 12,200. As soon as we start our turn, we'll start descending. Yeah, there's lots of mountains around here. Get some screenshots, Nidoc, if you can spare a second. Right about there. That looks good. You can actually follow this on here as well. Okay, we do have our train display on as well, so that should show some stuff. I think that overlays here, if I recall correctly. I've never actually used it on the but it's a good plane. It's a good airplane for this type of route. Mrs. Tippy, where the heck have you been? We missed you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Where's that husband of yours? Hello! We're just about to land, actually, which could be a very tricky approach. You'll be sorry you missed this one because there's lots of area, lots of terrain to play about in. He's making a coffee? Well, tell him to make me one as well. Make him out. Yep. Okay, we are looking good. So after, it's 10,000 and 8,800 respectively. But wait till we get a bit closer, and then I'll roll it down to 10,000 and see if that's putting us where we want it. But HMM is to Ogdus. Ah, right. But that's after the airport, I think. So it's HMM is it's basically an overflight, isn't it? And then circling around for runway 12. Or is it saying go to Betla and then come back to 12? Is that what it's saying? Ah. Okay. 65, no, come on, that's not right. I'm flying 65 miles. Right. Basically, I think that must be, yeah, that's why it's in blue, because that's if you miss. You have to go around. Okay, so it's basically overflight. We're doing it's a crosswind approach, essentially. Alright, get seatbelts on now at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Generally happy with that. Down to 10. Yeah, that seems like it's on profile. Ooh, this is looking scary. I'm flying directly towards a mountain. Is this right? This is interesting. Have faith in the system, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna, you know what, let's just leave that at 12. $12,200? 12,200, so let's say 12,500 is fine, let's stick with that. This is going to be interesting. Cabin crew, secure for approach. To see your pants approaching landing? Yeah, I thought it might be. It certainly looks it. Oh, is that the runway over there? Okay. It's this mountain in particular I'm concerned about. Cammy, how you doing, Cammy? Oi! I'm privileged you're watching me live. Oh my god. Well, you get a hello for that. Hello! Alright, this is going to be interesting, guys. That is a big mountain. Back off that range a bit. Smooth landing, please. Okay. So ordered. So ordered. Okay, that's... Actually, that looks probably like it's alright. It's not much clearance over the mountain still, is it? Pretty high. And what are we going to do here today? I think we'll do 30 flap landing. Let's get that set. So that will give us 129 plus 5, so 134. 134 is our approach. Okay, we need to be at 10,000 after this. Let's bring that down. 10-2. Landing lights are on. Slowly airplane to 250 at this point. Actually, I'm going to slow it down to 220. We don't need any braking. I think it should just come off automatically. Okay, our next altitude is 8,800. So let's bring that down to 8,800. I think I'm pretty comfortable that we're going to clear that mountain. That's very close, guys. Oh, man. Very close. Looks like some of that scenery is still streaming in there. Okay, that's, we can probably back off that vertical speed a bit. HBM next, that will be 7,800. And then next on profile is August. Oh no, that's that. So after this, we're going visual. And what's the runway altitude there, Nighthawk? To go down on 180, please. And we will use a little bit of braking. Flaps 18. Uh, 5,300, thank you. Of course, right, 116 for runway 12. Let's bring heading back.
Speed checked. Gear down.
Not yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a crosswind, so overfly and then 6,800 should probably do it. So give myself about 1,500 feet anyway. Looks like it flattens out a bit, doesn't it? So.
Cabin crew, please take a seat for landing.
Okay, here we go.
Cabin is secured.
Thank you. Okay, what's the 116 plus 180 equals 296. We want to go 296 off the crosswind. Look at that. Wow. Can you imagine actually landing here in real life? I'd be freaking out. Yeah, 6,800 is looking good, so. Alright, let's bring it down to 160. Yes, nice and slow. Because we might have a bit of a steep descent, so I don't want to be fighting the airplane. Flaps 24 at this point. Really good shot. We can watch our crosswind. Yeah, lots of space there, isn't it? Oh, this tippy's appeared on the tarmac. I'm trying to get some last minute flying in there, right? Okay, here we go. So we will do, let's go about a half a mile. And 296 on the heading. BOR would have been handy. I couldn't see anything on here though. Is there, do you know if is there VOR at the airport, Nighthawk? I didn't look it up. Or just a DME. A DME would be great. So I know how far away I'm in from the airport. Okay, at this point I will put the gear now. Oh, no.
1,000.
No PR, just a golf course. Alright. And we'll steer 116. nose side here. A bit lower than I would have preferred, but never mind. Go manual. And that was our. We did say 30 for approach, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, let's go. Ugh, hit your nose last minute there. Yeah, I can see the golf course.
500.
What I can't see is any poppies. Oh, right. I got them now. There we go. Always trees, eh? Lots of trees.
Minimums.
Bit of a crosswind.
Air brakes out.
100.
Oh, tree! Tree!
50.
Tree! Come on. There's no way that tree would have been there. Alright, come on. Rest of the descent. Rest of the descent. There we go.
40. 30. 20.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, stutters all
10.
minute. Aww. Why did that happen?
Ground idle.
Alright, I am on the ground.
Spoilers yellow and green.
Yeah.
Ground idle. Brake pressure checked. Spoilers yellow and green.
That is hard braking, guys. Yeah, if not for that stutters, it'd probably been alright. That tree, there's
60
a
knots.
bloody tree at the end of the runway like that. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna hit that. Oh well. That was kind of crap. There you go, Cammy. I hope that satisfies.
Check thrust.
Don't trust the pappy. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh well, we still kind of survived. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't had that problem in a while where the frames just collapse like that. But if I'd kept going, I mean, my approach was fine, but I suddenly realized that there's this bloody tree right in the middle of it, which I don't think is accurate. You should have just let me flown into 3-0. There's no... That looks pretty clear. Can you see that stupid tree? Yeah, there it is. I see it. Hard to believe, Kimmy. I actually think that was probably a soft landing, but... See, the stutters are getting worse as I get closer to, is it you guys? That's interesting. Yep. I don't think it's the airport because I don't have any scenery. Wow. No, I don't know what's causing that. Well, if ever there was a time to get out the plane, this would be it. Okay. Bricks. Oh, no. Right, I thought my cement frozen there. Okay. Right, turn off engines.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check.
Your big 4-engine double-decker on our screen? Right, let's get the doors open. Oh. Dreaded frame crash returns. I don't know if it seems like it's related to multiplayer. That's the because there's no. I can't see there's anything significantly complicated scenery-wise here, is there? So, anyway, there you go. The RJ100, beautiful airplane. Huge thank you to Nighthawk, Stu, or sorry, was it Johnny Mon, and Mrs. Tippy for joining us today. Even though it was very last minute. Nighthawk, you gonna join us over here? I'll stand in front of Mrs. Tippy's airplane if he wants to walk about. I'll just stand and face this way. How's that? Because I don't know if I can switch views if I do that. Can I? Oh, there he is. There we go. And this tip is just chilling out. Okay, anyway, thank you very much, guys. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And next week we are possibly going to be in Microsoft 2020. I know that's not contrary to what I said. We're going to be doing a VFR flight over Papua, just where we are, just touring about, and probably going to use the Just Flight Warrior, actually, which is really, really good airplane for that. Your keyboard controls aren't working, so you can't get out of your plane. That's no worries, no worries. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you right here on Positive Rate next Saturday. Until then, take care, folks.